In the previous video, we looked at using the currency strength indicator in a single time frame with some simple examples and really designed for scalping traders up to the 60-minute. But rest assured, if you're a swing or trend trader, exactly the same principles apply to the slower time frame charts. So once again, let's look at one or two examples. And here we're starting with a 4-hour chart. On the left, we have the currency strength indicator, and on the right, the chart itself. As you can see, on the indicator on the left, in the overbought region, we have the US dollar, the red line. And to the bottom of the indicator, just moving towards the oversold area, is the purple line, the Canadian dollar. So on this case, we're really preparing for a reversal. It's possibly not quite arrived just yet. Certainly the Canadian dollar has not broken through into that oversold region at this point, but certainly the US dollar is heavily overbought. So certainly one to consider. As you can see, we have the dollar CAD chart on the left. So we have the red line, the dollar at the top, overbought, and the Canadian dollar, the purple line at the bottom, just approaching the oversold region. So this is certainly one to put on the radar at this point. Bear in mind we're using a 4-hour chart here. So we would be looking for a selling opportunity to reverse from the recent bullish phase of price action following that breakout and move higher. Now let's move to the daily chart. And here we've got a couple of alternatives. As you can see, once again, starting with the currency strength indicator on the left, in the overbought region, we have the US dollar, the red line, and we've got the Aussie dollar, the blue line, both well into that area. And to the bottom of the indicator, in the oversold region, we have the white line, the New Zealand dollar. So a couple of alternatives here to consider. The first on the right that you can see here is the Aussie New Zealand. The Aussie is the blue line, and the New Zealand dollar is the white line. We've had a strong move higher over several days, and now we're looking for a potential reversal. So here we would be looking for a sell on the Aussie New Zealand. So we're selling the Aussie and we're buying the New Zealand, which is oversold at the bottom. So that's a sell order. The second option, which would be well worth further analysis, is the New Zealand dollar. Here you can see the New Zealand dollar has been selling off for quite some time, very bearish, and now appears to be approaching an area where we have a potential reversal in place. The New Zealand dollar is the white line and the US dollar is the red line. So we will be looking for a buy here on the New Zealand dollar for a reversal higher into the longer term on the daily chart. Finally, let's move to a slower time frame still, which is the weekly. And exactly the same principles apply as to whether you're trading a 1-minute chart or a weekly chart. On the left, we have the weekly currency strength indicator, and on the right, the chart for the pound Swiss. As you can see on the indicator, again, we have a couple of options here. We have the British pound, the yellow line, which is well into the overbought region at the top of the indicator, and to the bottom, we have two options to consider. The first is the green line, the Swiss franc, and the second is the orange line, the dear old euro. The chart on the right here is the pound Swiss, so we will be looking for a short. We have the pound, the yellow line, on the overbought region, and we have the Swiss franc, the green line, in the oversold. So we're looking for a short here. We've had a long bullish phase here for this particular pair, and we would now be looking for a reversal from this longer term trend, so we would be looking for a sell on this particular pair at this point. Finally, moving to the euro pound, you can see here on the weekly chart that the euro pound's been heavily bearish for some considerable time, and we're now looking for a potential reversal in that particular trend. The pound is heavily overbought, the yellow line, and equally the euro, the orange line, is heavily oversold. So here we're looking for a buy order for that particular currency pair. So that's it in terms of how to use the currency strength indicator in this very simple way, using a single time frame and a single chart. It doesn't matter whether you're a scalping trader, whether you're a trend trader, or whether you're a swing trader. The approach is identical. You use the currency strength indicator to identify those opportunities, to identify those currencies which are either strong or weak, and then to go and look at the chart to do further analysis and start to consider your entry points based on that analysis. So it's giving you an early warning, it's your heads up on where to put your effort in terms of analysing the forex markets in whatever your approach, whether it's short, medium or long-term trading, doesn't make any difference. The indicator works in exactly the same way. Thanks for watching, and in the next video we're going to look at another application of the currency strength indicator and using it in a slightly different way. So I hope to see you there, and once again, see you soon, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.